I went to Houston looking for a job, and in this little old bitty office, there was a guy sitting at the desk. He said, what will you do? And I said, anything as long as it's legal. He says, good answer. How about $40 a week? And I said, yes, sir. This was 1961. He said, by the way, my name is George Bush. It was George H.W.
Really?
Bush. Yes, sir. And he was running for Congress. What my job was is I made yard signs with a wooden stake and a piece of poster board and a stencil.
But you never run for office?
No,
You've
never
just
have.
been the kingmaker.
Well, I don't know about that, but no, I never have run.
What do you do for a living?
Believe it or not, I'm a toilet paper salesman.
Really?
Yes, sir.
Two-ply?
Two-ply, wiping up, yeah. I've been there 40 years.
Is that right?
Yeah. But you've done a lot of different things, too, and I just wondered, how in the world did you wind up in Columbus, Georgia? Did you take a wrong turn?
I was working for the YMCA, and the YMCA here called and said, would I be interested? But as the president of the NAACP, I can tell you how I got into that. When we were growing up, about 8 or 9 years old, we were traveling to my grandfather's house, and we stopped at a laundromat. And when we went in, they said, we don't wash black folks' clothes here. Of course, they didn't use black folks' word. My father being a preacher, he was cool, but my mother was ready to go off, and we went on to my grandfather's house, and he got on the phone, he called the NAACP. And about 30 minutes later, they said, going back up to the laundromat. And the white owner stood in the corner while we washed our clothes, red as a beet. So I'm like, oh, man. And that was a memory that's always been in my mind, and how it worked.
But I have a good friend of mine. We went to breakfast one morning, and when we left, this guy that was in the restaurant came out and followed me to my truck. And he said, are you Alton Russell? And I said, yes, I am. He says, well, I saw you on TV the other day. He said, but I got a question. How can you be a Republican and eat breakfast with that black guy? I said, what did you say? That guy's a friend of mine. You're way off base. We got things to do, and worrying about whether you're man or woman, black or white, is not what you need to be focusing on.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, I've got a whole different view of you. My perception was, okay, he's always going to be over here. I'm not going to even talk with him. But this has been eye-opening for me.
Well, it has to me, too.
And I can go tell some people, Alton not that bad. He's all right.
It's been fun, and I'm really glad to have met you. I sure am.